What's up, guys? Alex Burkowski here, back with another English video. It's been 2 years, but it's great. The stars are shining, the sun, it's bright, it's beautiful, beautiful day outside. But I have to stop you right here because according to YouTube statistics, only a small percentage of you are subscribed. So if you find out that you're not subscribed or end up liking the video, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and you can always unsubscribe. I mean, it's free. Alright, this is my title page. I didn't want to spend too long doing graffiti because that took me too much long and it's not going to get any appreciation, but moving on. My actual project is about reputation of the people. So yeah, I made a poem, and you know what? We're going to get our host, Hari, right? See, Hari, Hari, right there, to actually, sing it for us. So, Hari, take it away.
Today at school, I met a girl. Not but any girl, but one that could my stomach twirl. Everything about her, the way she talks, even the way she walks. One in whom I would never want to displease. Around her, time seems to freeze. Yojak chin. On my way to school, I walk slowly, trying to act cool. A clack on my back. Turn around, ready to attack. But to my surprise, 'tis none but she. I beg of thee to set my heart free. All it takes is one trip. To land two in one ship. In pardon, she pled. I told her it was just a knot in life's thread. On the way to school together, attempting to converse, my words deep, but light as a feather. I used to see all girls as boring, apparently all but one. After arriving, she left with saying she had fun. That night, a young boy prayed that on the following day, the girl would follow his way and color his world of gray. As if the story was some cliché ballet. His prayer had been carried away. And the next morning, just like the next and the next after, the event decided to replay. One day, weeks later, she stopped. His colorful heart dropped. He looked and looked, up until he was cooked. Till he saw her with another boy, in whom had robbed his joy. This was something that he'd need to destroy. My hate for that man is great. This I must create something to end this fate. At this rate, jealousy's weight isn't something I could debate a later date. Nothing else to fixate on, no other state. As the clock fully does a full rotate, a plan arrives up to my plate. As is my first desired mate, I will walk straight past the devil's gate. To hell's estate, I don't care if I become an inmate. The following day, I walk up to she in whom my desires lay. In love's interests, I cannot betray. And tell her dark twisted lies till their friendship is mislay. A friendship made from clay. I confess my love to her right away. A love in which has gone astray. A deep bond made from nere paper mache.
Hi, Kalamata, Hari. Alright, so getting into the poem analysis for the actual poem, the actual poem summary is, the poem is about, like, a guy who meets a girl, and, he falls in love with the girl, right? And the girl is seen to, like, be talking with another guy, and, like, walks with the other guy instead of the main character, right? So, the main character starts to feel jealous, and, like, decides to take action. So, he proceeds to, like, deceive the girl, tell her lies, and tries to end the actual other boy and the girl's relationship with each other, like their friendship, because he wants to leave. He wants to have the girl to himself, right? It's just a common act of jealousy. So he at the end of the poem, like last stanza, he asks the girl out, which is said to create a relationship built on lies and deceit, or as shown. Like made of paper mache, just a weak bond between the two. So one built on lies. How does this relate to the Crucible? Well, like in this story, the main character lies to a girl about her friend, right? As he is jealous and afraid of other men stealing from her, stealing her from him. This is much like how Abigail brings Elizabeth down by telling lies about Elizabeth, right? So she could destroy her reputation, have her wrong, and ultimately have John Proctor to herself. So in the Crucible, Abigail tells lies about Elizabeth to actually destroy her reputation. So because she's jealous, right? Because they had an affair, and she wants Jock Proctor herself. And then we see Abigail's attempts throughout like the novel to diminish any and all goodwill held for Elizabeth by Salem by painting her as a witch influenced by the devil. He means of doing so all involve her putting herself in a position to be seen as being harmed by Elizabeth. Uh, by stabbing herself the town had no reason to believe her that it was Elizabeth voodoo doll. And when John, protecting her reputation to the judge, Abigail once again pretends to be harmed by spirit sent by Elizabeth. The way Abigail goes about like bashing Elizabeth's reputation is very reminiscent of how the boy in the poem goes to the girl's love interest. Yeah. So the actual author's argument is when people get too greedy to think too much about like themselves, it creates a toxic situation, right? You don't want to ever bring down other people with you just to leverage yourself. That's just a bad. In the Crucible, almost every character has their own agenda and wants to maintain their reputation, and this is fuel to actually maintain or improve reputation that leads to false accusations that is coupled with a mob mentality which results in this disastrous scenario which is called the Salem witch trials. So for the actual quotes I put in this, I put in a quote. The first one's by Proctor, and it's a man will not cast away his good name. And the second one is by Paris. I have fought 3 long years to bend these stiff-nerved people to me. And Paris obviously means by this is he's fought 3 years just to get his reputation in order, just so that they can see him as who he is, right? To actually have them accept him. Bottom shoulders fight for the bar. Okay. My argument is I think that people should fight for the reputation, but obviously not to the extent where you're bring someone down to lift yourself up. People constantly hurt others. For example, like in the poem, a guy is said to lie and hurt the other person just so that he could be with the person he loved. Much like Elizabeth and Abigail, the situation with John Proctor. In the real world today, there are many cases of school bullying where children are bullied for the satisfaction to increase their reputation. In the article for The Guardian, it is described how bullying is often tied to reputation and make others feel better about themselves or for others to see them above that person. In the article by StopBullying.gov, it is shown that there are often cases of bullying due to actual greed and many cases where bullying is used for jealousy and to obtain something that they don't already have, they're jealous, right? So here are my sources. That's right. I don't know. I just wanted to let you know because I don't know if you thought it was just like being a meme or just there was like no work taken in place, but I actually spent like a lot of time editing, making graffiti or everything. I actually put time and work on this. It wasn't all just like fun and games or like screwing around. I actually put like time and work into this. I just wanted to put that out there because I don't know if it's completely clear by like editing and stuff. Yeah.